Oppenheimer came out on physical media today, releasing the DVD, Blu-ray, and the 4K of the film. And I picked up the 4K Ultra HD copy of Oppenheimer. And this is easily top 2 best films of 2023. Like, Christopher Nolan is a genius. He's an extraordinaire of the industry. He's one of the best living filmmakers of our time. Like, you look back to 2010 and the technology that they had in that era, and Christopher Nolan came out with Inception, which was a state-of-the-art, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You can't see a film like that anywhere else, just with the mind-bending, reality-turning illusion that film has, and the action sequences, like the hallway fight. It's just, that film was so ahead of its time. What they were able to pull off from a visual standpoint and a technology standpoint and practical standpoint as well. It is just incredible. And then he came out with The Dark Knight, one of the best, if not the best, Batman story adaptation to date. Like, we have Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne / Batman. We have probably the best casting ever coming in at Heath Ledger as the Joker. Like, that was just like the 2 best casting choices you could possibly make. And he really understood Gotham City. Like, he was going for more of like a chaotic, kind of grounded, centered in reality kind of Batman story. Like, if Batman was a real guy, what would he look like? What would he do? And if Joker was real, like, what type of havoc would he would he do? What would he look like? And I think that's really what was so impressive about The Dark Knight, is bringing a comic book movie literally to life. And then he's done other films like The Prestige, and just this guy has one of the most impressive filmographies I think I've ever seen. Like, this guy just continues to come out with hit after hit after hit after hit. And whenever you see Christopher Nolan's name show up in a movie or a trailer or a TV spot or on a poster, like, you aren't in for a movie. You're in for an experience. And I think that's what Christopher Nolan really nails on the head really well with all of his films. And Oppenheimer is no exception to that. So yeah, let's go ahead and break down the 4K Ultra HD. So I just picked this up today, so I haven't had a chance to look at any of the bonus features on the 4K yet, but there's over 3 hours of bonus content, which I'm looking forward to diving in to all of that in a whole separate video. But some of these special features include the story of our time, the making of Oppenheimer, which that would be a very interesting look and documentary into a very interesting guy. Oppenheimer was a very interesting fellow, and I think for a lot of the younger generation, such as myself, who went into this movie, we've all heard about the nuclear bomb, but I'm not sure how many people actually knew of the guy's story, knew of the guy's like upbringing, his personality, his characteristics, like all of that. And I think that's something that Oppenheimer does really well. This is a character study. It's a look into the mind of of a genius here. So yeah, and then we have the Meet the Press Q&A panel, Oppenheimer, to end all war, Oppenheimer and the atomic bomb, and more. So yeah, that's all they have listed on the back here. Just try and clear that. Yeah, I'm sure you can clear what's on the back there. And this comes with the 4K version of the film, the Blu-ray feature, and then the Blu-ray special features. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to kind of break down on the 4K of this film. It is a slipcover edition of the film, which I think is kind of cool, because Australia doesn't have many slipcover, exclusives of movies, so it's actually kind of cool to actually own one now. So yep, that's the front cover. There's the back, which I'm pretty sure. I think the back on this has a little bit. I think that one's a little bit. Yeah, this one's a little bit more darker than the actual copy, at least from what I'm looking at. Like it might just because of the lights glowing down at them, but from what I can see, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like the 4K. What is it? You know, DVD cover actually has a more brighter contrast at the back. But but yeah, once again, that might just be the lighting I have here. And I'll give you a look inside as well. So yep, as I said, the 4K version of the film, that's during the scene as the nuclear bomb is about to go off. The first test for it, like the first official test, like the big scene everybody talks about. And then we have the Blu-ray copy of the film. Yep, there we go. And then we have the special features Blu-ray disc. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot to kind of break down on this, but you know it's really good to actually own this movie on 4K, because if I am to watch Oppenheimer again, like I would want to watch it with the most crystal clear picture quality and the best sound technology. And you know, Christopher Nolan has recently, you know, done press about Oppenheimer's upcoming physical release, and you know he's been talking about how they've put a lot of attention to detail into the Blu-ray version of the film, to make sure it's the best that Oppenheimer can look, and that a lot of fans can buy it, and then that's how they will appreciate it for years to come, is through the Blu-ray releases and the 4K releases of the film. And and plus there's 3 hours of bonus content, which I'm sure that would be just a fascinating